Recipe steak.
Damn, yeah.
Fucking sucks. Anyway, our third topic of the evening is yours.
Yes.
So please introduce
Let's get into it.
Megan James.
Right.
Let's get
into
Colorism.
it. Colorism. So, Megan James, she has a podcast, and it's called, it's called The Hollywood Group Chat. And this episode of her podcast, she had a guest, Mona Leo. I don't know if anyone knows Mona Leo.
Houston rapper.
I do.
I'm not really familiar with her music like
She's
that,
dope.
Honestly.
She's dope.
Yeah.
I've been listening
I've
to
only
her for
listened
about
to
a
her,
year. For a year now.
But that goes to her
About
point,
4
though.
days.
It goes to her
Yeah.
point.
4.5 days.
Right.
She's a newer artist though. She just blew. She
Yeah.
blew up in that year. Like she hasn't been
2022.
Yeah.
So she asked Mona Leo. Well, it was a long interview. And,
58 minutes.
Right, but just that clip on colorism. So she asked Mona Leo if she believes in colorism, which that question I didn't really understand, because how can you ask someone if they believe in colorism? Like that's like asking someone if they believe in racism. It definitely exists. So I didn't understand why.
It's she's. Are you telling on yourself? You know what I
Right.
mean? Like
Yeah.
for you to ask if is it
But she
true
was
or
telling on herself. But in the interview,
right?
she
No,
told on
for
herself.
sure. I know that for sure.
Right.
Right.
Yeah. Yep.
She really
But just the
did.
question.
I'm gonna shut up and let the queens cook. Go
First
ahead,
question,
queen.
right off the rip.
Yeah,
you were like,
I didn't even
I felt
understand
the
that
same
question.
way. I felt
Right.
the same
And
way.
But the way she articulated herself during the interview was actually really good, because
Mona Leo.
yeah,
For
she,
sure.
yeah,
I
she
agree.
actually like corrected her. She was like, it definitely exists. You know what I mean? And another question is, you think light-skinned female rappers, have it easier, are able to blow up faster than the darker-skinned female rappers? And what do you guys think?
Ask the women, not us.
No, I'm asking the
mean-
men and the women.
Oh Lord.
Honestly,
I want to know a male's perspective too.
a male perspective, honestly, it took a while for a woman like Lil' Kim, Remy, I'm trying to think of like
Trina.
yeah,
Missy.
yeah, like Missy. My God, Missy had to do a whole gimmick in order for her to be able to like be known.
This is facts.
And,
facts.
like, honestly, yeah, like, because like on the other side you have the Queen Beyonce, you have Ashanti.
She ain't a rapper.
No, she ain't a rapper,
right.
but I'm
It's the
just saying,
same-
like,
it's the same.
being
In the
Women in
industry,
entertainment,
women in
entertainment.
yeah.
Okay.
But what I'm trying to say is, like,
Y'all jump at me.
women in that type of light, skin shade, a little bit lighter like me. Yeah, I seen that they've really blown up real quick. Like, even in Destiny Child, talk about Queen Beyonce. Kelly and Michelle definitely had a hard time trying to lift up their single career while she was already on the top, being glorified. Yes, she is talented, but also, I think colorism also was a big part of it. So, yeah, you queens right here, I feel like you guys definitely work like 100 times harder in order to get recognized. So,
Right. That I feel that too, especially with like today, like Lotto.
People
who
with no lyrical content.
yeah, they
Pussy,
literally
pussy,
don't have to
pussy.
really have much
Pay
talent
my bills.
to really blow up, and you could see that. I also want to share a clip from.
Cardi B definitely blew up with
If I can get service.
Cat in the Hat ass rhymes. Like, if we're being real,
Cat
you don't
in the
have to
Hat,
have time. You get a BBL, a lace front, Cat in the Hat rhymes. You got the look, you got the nails. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's over with. Like, you thought I was feeling you? You thought I was feeling you?
I forgot about Ice Spice.
Like it's true. Let's
She's
speak
the
on it,
worst.
because people like we don't even gotta go down the list. There's 1,000 like lyrical women that are you probably never even heard of them. Like, if I start naming them, like,
Are they lyrical? They're just rappers. They're just female rappers.
who?
The lyrical rappers. like you're talking about, the female lyrical. Like Ice Spice is not lyrical.
No, that's what I'm saying. That was
Yeah.
my
She's
point.
not
I'm
at
saying,
all.
I'm saying
She
I can,
literally,
I'm
like,
saying
she's
some.
a-
She
If
blew
I
up from
start naming
TikTok,
some of the
like,
darker
yeah.
skinned
For real.
women who are
Yeah.
actually lyrical, who put years into their craft,
Rhapsody.
who actually,
Rhapsody gets
that's-
no
that was-
respect.
that was
Yeah.
right on the top
Shit,
of my list.
Mona Leo, she doesn't get no respect because no one knows who the fuck she is.
No name.
Well, she's still,
She's
coming
still up
up.
and coming.
She's
We
still
gotta
coming
give her
I
a
up.
feel
little
you.
time, right?
I
Shout
feel
out
you.
to
But like
No
what you're
Name.
saying, because look at Ice
No
Spice.
Name. I
where it was
love
like
you.
first hit,
You spit.
just recorded in the
verse.
studio.
I
Word.
love you. No
going
Name.
took off. You know what I mean?
She's
Like,
out of here, and Rhapsody is better than 85% of the male rappers.
there's a yeah.
Wow.
She
She gets
stands
no
toe to toe
respect.
for sure.
Man, go ahead.
Make sure you bring the phone close to the mic.
Yeah.
Let me get service, but do you want to chime in?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's
I'll
a
help you right
no-brainer.
now. I'll
Like,
wait to the wire.
What's a
this is
no-brainer?
colorism. I mean, it happens in every single society. It happens in every single industry. Of course, it happens in the rap industry. It happens in the music industry and the entertainment industry. Like,
sure.
do you honestly think that if Beyonce did everything that she did to get to where she's at now, if she was dark, that she would be here?
No, because Kelly Rowland exists.
Exactly, who was right
Kelly-
there by her side from the
Kelly
beginning
Rowland
to the end.
exists,
So if
and she
Michelle.
has a really solid career, but it's not where it should be. And then Michelle, no one talks about Michelle.
And Kelly only got that one hit wonder too.
Yeah.
Dilemma.
what?
After
No, she got a
First
few.
of all, don't disrespect Kelly like that.
Cook him.
Don't
Come
disrespect Kelly
on.
like
Cook
that.
him.
But see, is it because she's dark skinned that's the only hit you know?
Exactly. That's what it
Did
is.
That
the
could be
radio
a
allow
point.
us to listen to other greatest
Make a
hits?
point.
Yes. a
What you
few.
mean, other
But
greatest
honestly,
hits?
You know who was more taken to her? The UK.
Yeah.
She is
The
a
fat
Beyonce
white guys
on the other side
with the
You know
yellow
what I mean?
teeth.
Overseas,
But
Her
even that's like
on a level.
by chance, even because like
Right.
even in the UK, like everywhere you go, it's the same
Racism,
issue. But
systematic,
you
yeah.
have to, because in order to be like a Beyonce or a Michael Jackson, you got to cross over, right? They
That's
constantly
true.
talk about
Oh,
crossover.
And
that
that's
was
what-
such
right.
a
that's
great
what she had
voice.
to do.
Yeah, and in
Right.
order to cross over, you got to look. You know what I mean? Like those blonde wigs do a lot for her. You know what I'm saying?
Beyonce?
Like yes.
Oh, yeah, for
yes.
sure.
Like
For
you
sure.
have to make sure that enough white people like you to get to that level.
You know what's crazy? And I'm glad you said what you said, Monsurat, but like there's a conspiracy online, and I don't buy into a lot of this shit, but this was very interesting. There's like a Illuminati thing with like the four types of death or four types of horses, and Beyonce has sat on each color of the horses. That means that you're a part of the Illuminati since the Lemonade album. And there's a red horse, there's a white horse, there's a black horse, and there's another horse.
Okay.
She sits on all of them.
Like
What do you
in-
mean she
in-
sits
in
on all of
pictures?
them? What does that
She's
mean?
sitting on all
in a picture.
in a picture.
Okay.
Album covers, album pages, or whatever. And I'm like, what the fuck? And I didn't pay no mind until she dropped this last album. You wanna break my soul? It's a banger.
Renaissance?
I love that shit. Renaissance. Until she
is my
dropped
shit.
that, and she's sitting on the last horse, the horse that's made out of crystals and shit like that. And I'm like, what the fuck?
But
And
where's that?
I'm
I
with
know.
you.
Yeah,
I
where's that come
don't
from?
know what that means, but I also understand where Monsurat is coming from. Like, she wears those blonde wigs, and she
It's
does.
not all just preference.
Yes.
It's strategic.
Yes,
Right.
absolutely.
But
and she
she's
is
brilliant at
texting,
strategy.
and she's
brilliant.
texting Jay-Z, "Hey babe, I can finally fit in my, my skirt from 6 years ago." And he's like, "That's crazy." You know what I mean? Like, it's true. Yo, it's so true, because it's like Jay-Z don't give a fuck about none of that. But the fact that you're excited and you're hyped, you know that there's some moves coming that's gonna put you back up here for your career, because Rihanna is the only person that's comparable to Beyonce, even though Stephen A. Smith will have things to say otherwise.
Yeah, he said she ain't no Beyonce.
He's
She's
an
not.
idiot.
You know why she's not? Because she's not at the level of strategy that Beyonce is. Beyonce's a whole package. It's not just the look, but she knows how to. You could tell every move she makes. Is,
You don't
is
think
strategic.
Rihanna is on the
No.
same
You know
level
why?
as
You know why?
bugging.
Because I think Rihanna, to some extent, is like, I'm gonna do
Hype,
me.
yes.
Rihanna's
Hype and
like-
attitude, like yes, like she's marked her way, yeah. But like,
Interesting.
She's like, I'm gonna do
Speak on
me.
it.
She's gonna be who she is, and I feel like Beyonce. We don't even don't nobody know who Beyonce is. You know why? Every single thing that Beyonce does is strategic. I feel like she's legit. Like,
You don't think
I'ma get
everything
here.
Riri does is strategic?
No. I feel like
just to be able to speak to
Riri's
someone's
more
personality, right? You can speak
Riri's
on
more
Beyonce.
authentic, you
Yeah.
think?
Like
can
she's
name-
more herself.
Yeah, she gonna do what she gonna do. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, like
I respect that, and I agree with that. You're right. Yeah. Because, again, Riri's not bought. She's one of us. She's from the Caribbean, for real. And, we still don't know what her kid looked like, but we know that she loves rock.
No, we seen the
saw a
kid.
picture of the baby.
We saw that little nigga.
Yeah.
He got the forehead.
Is the baby
looks
ugly?
just like her.
He looks just like her. He's
Just
cute.
like
I don't
her.
even call him babies ugly.
The baby's ugly?
No,
No,
don't do
he's
that.
not
Baby's
I don't
mad
call
cute.
He's
babies
cute.
ugly,
He's a
but
baby.
I
Right.
call baby.
I think
nigga.
he's cute.
That's
She
crazy.
did that.
That's
but
crazy.
he does
Hey,
have her
the
forehead.
only way
That's
I'm
true.
gonna agree with all three of y'all is if a baby attractive.
I knew he was gonna do that.
Yeah.
You see
Baby
me
look
looking,
good?
I'm like,
The baby look good.
She made a baby,
Monsurat,
right?
hey,
She made a
hey,
baby, right?
Monsurat,
It's a
hey.
baby.
It's a baby.
That's bad. Nope.
It's
She
a
said it's a
baby.
baby.
We all have babies.
She said it's a baby. Babies look good. Like I don't
Listen.
think that there's ugly babies.
You don't think you was an ugly baby?
I was the cutest.
Benjamin Button. That's the only one.
Right.
I think you was the cutest.
I was.
I was an ugly ass baby.
I was actually a really cute baby.
nah,
so.
now you gotta.
I'm
You
not
gotta
denying
post a baby
that.
picture
I'm not
tonight.
denying that. You look good, and I know you was a cute ass baby, big old cheeks. I call you
Forehead.
cheeks.
Right. Cheeks and
You
forehead.
were a cute baby. I was an ugly ass baby. Josh, was you a cute baby?
My
I
mom
think
dressed me
Josh
up
was
in
a
all
very
different
cute
type of
baby.
outfits.
Josh still got a
I was
baby
a
face.
sailor, a fireman,
He does.
army.
Yo,
He still got a
Josh,
baby
Yo.
face. though.
Don't make me bring out these baby pictures.
I got
man.
a couple in my phone.
Josh
I was a
looked
baseball
like
player, basketball player. My mom dressed me up from head to toe. What
She
are you
had
talking
fun.
about?
She was proud.
Josh looked
Proud
like he
parent.
got no debts to pay, but a lot of people to thank.
Dude,
if that makes sense.
I made my family rich before I got 2 years old, man. What you
Listen,
talking
I was an
about?
ugly ass baby. I
I
had
don't make ugly, man. Don't say that.
I had Jesse James's hairline.
God damn.
You know what I'm saying? I was wearing like one of Kanye West's onesies before Kanye West was there. I was an ugly baby, but I'm
I don't
glad
believe
that
that.
y'all were.
I don't believe
I
that.
was an ugly
Yeah,
baby.
nah.
Listen,
I would have to
and I'm
say
gonna call. Listen, I say that to say, 2023 and beyond. If your baby is ugly, I'm gonna say the baby is fucking ugly. I'm not-
don't do
I'm not
that.
playing
You don't have
Okay.
nothing nice to say. Don't say
terrible.
anything at all.
That's
How
Who
about
told
that?
you that?
Baby,
Terrible.
you
Don't
made
even
that.
say anything at all.
First off, I'm not making no babies.
No,
However,
Oh, you
But you know
told
what?
them.
I'm glad we're speaking on it because in the other video,
yes.
there were clips of Kodak and we
And
talked about
thank you
how
for
so
reeling us
many
back
black
in.
men
Word.
Oh yeah,
and
yeah,
just
yeah.
that like
Thank you,
can't-
for reeling us
yeah,
back
that
in.
was a
I
good
wanted
one.
to actually share a clip.
That was a
all right,
good
I'm gonna
one.
let you get into it.
I feel like colorism is being perpetuated by black
Black,
male
yes.
rappers in music today.
You're both right.
I've
And
I've straight up
I
heard
can't understand why though.
Well, Kodak is ugly, and he's.
But it's always
he's not though.
But it's
Like,
always been that
Would
way.
you date Kodak Black?
all right, first of all, he'd have to get in shape, but I don't find him ugly.
Shit.
But this
Like,
is not
You think
new.
he's attractive?
I don't find him
Would you
attractive.
date Kodak
but
Black?
His height, looks, and everything.
There's somebody for everyone.
Take away the money.
He's not
Take
for
away
us.
the money.
It's hard to say that.
No money involved.
Right, it's hard to say that because
Not even with the
we've
money.
Heard
I can't fake the funk.
We've
I'm
we've
sorry.
heard the
Whoa.
ignorant. We've heard his ignorant. We heard the ignorant things he said.
Okay.
I could never be
That's
attracted
fine.
to
That's
Kodak.
fine.
His
Listen,
mindset's
Queen.
Let
That
me
is
play
fine.
the clip though. Let's
Height,
play the
looks.
clip. Let's play the clip.
Go ahead. Play that clip. And
Kodak.
put it on
I'll
the mic.
date you, but you don't like dark-skinned women.
You fuck him, you said?
I said I date him.
Okay, I thought you said I beat
Real
him.
colorism is prejudice based on a darker tone complexion.
This
For example,
goofy bitch.
better than him, or no less than him. So if he could say that he likes skinny women, if he prefers skinny women more than a more chubby or heavyset women, he could say that and nobody won't get mad at him. I just said I don't like women with my complexion. I like light-skinned women. I want you to be lighter than me. I love African-American women, but I just don't like my skin complexion.
And he said it right then and there.
Boom.
He just said it.
I heard
And
it.
it's sad.
I heard
I've
it when he
so
said it.
many
But he-
conversations with people about this though,
He
like
said-
straight up, like
Yes.
I've just seen. I remember what I went through getting picked on. I just don't want my kids. I know so many black men,
I don't
beautiful
hear
chocolate
none
men.
of that.
It's
Even in
real,
my own
though.
family,
It's
like they
real, though.
all have mixed kids, or
It's real though.
like they don't want.
damn.
They don't want to share the same experience. They don't
You're the
see
only
beauty in dark skin.
And that's
You're the
self-hate. That
And
is
it-
self-hate 100%.
For sure. 100%.
I agree.
I say it all the time.
You're the only
And it's
mom on
sad.
this dais right now, right?
Right.
And both of your baby daddies are dark skinned men.
Hell yeah.
So, with that said, right? How do you feel about these goofy niggas like Kodak that be talking like this? How do you feel about it? Because it makes no sense.
It makes none at
It's
all.
sad
But
to me.
sadly, it's not even like it's
real,
becoming normal. Like I see it everywhere I go. I hit like you hear it. No, my bad. I'm getting all hyped. But it's real. Like I don't like it at all. That's infuriating,
the
and I don't
thing
want to
is-
teach my kids that either.
But
Like
what
there's. Go ahead.
I'm saying what he's saying is stuff that people have been saying. Like, it's what people aren't saying. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, just because it's being brought to light doesn't mean, like, what about Biggie? Black, ugly as ever. Like, we don't remember when he said that.
But his
Right.
wife is Faith Evans.
And she's
Like,
very
that's
light.
real.
And
though, but
she's super light skinned.
But he's saying it.
He's
saying it. You know what I'm
black
saying?
and-
Like,
Saying
like,
what?
if
What
I'm
was he saying?
If I'm saying I am black and ugly as ever, yeah, it makes sense for me to have a wife that's like whiter than ever. You know what I'm saying? Like
Lighter than ever without being white.
I honestly think this is one of the
Either way,
results
it's still
from-
as close
from
as white you can
slavery.
get.
Honestly,
Yeah, it is.
It's trickled down from slavery
Talk that shit.
till now. Like this is the result of slavery after 400 or 500 years of slavery. Like
It is.
white people have ingrained in our minds with the media. The media plays a big role in the way we
biggest
perceive
role, yeah.
things and the way what we like, what we don't like. Not me personally, but like the general public.
Right.
Like-
and the, white princesses and the this and the that and the
Right,
stuff that's
like-
shoved down your throats. Like, and it's weird. It's weird. There used to be a time where you would go into a toy aisle and it was like the only black doll was Teresa, you know, the one Barbie friend. But it
You
was
couldn't find a black
couldn't find
Barbie
a black
doll.
doll. You
Even an
couldn't.
American doll. I remember
couldn't.
You remember
getting
that
an
time.
American doll as a young girl. The only black American doll was Abby, and she was a slave girl. She was a slave.
I remember, yeah.
And this was like 1997.
I
Like-
did have a black Cabbage Patch. I will say I did have a black.
There
Cabbage
was,
Patch.
but compared to
But just
today,
one, yeah.
my
Oh,
niece
She had no
so
backstory.
many
Her
options.
backstory was
She
trash.
did have a backstory. Her name was Ruth.
That's a very
tell you.
that's a very niggerish old school slave.
right. You
Ruth-
feel her
Ruth-
pain.
Ruth
You
went through
feel
a
the
lot
pain.
in the
Did she like plums?
Stop it.
That's a very
But
niggerish.
I feel like it's not just here though. Like
And no, it's everywhere.
It's like if you go to any single country. I remember when I was in Egypt, they had commercial after commercial. If you're in Nigeria, commercial after commercial of skin lightening cream. It's in they talk about it.
It's bad in
They talk about
Nigeria.
it in but it's in the Asian cultures. It's in you go to China. Like if you're darker, if you're lighter, it's in
It's
every
bad, right.
culture. It's in Hispanic.
But this is why I have no tolerance for it in my own. I don't want to hear that
Respect.
shit.
Right.
Not from a
Respect.
black man. Not from somebody the same skin as me. Like,
Right.
But even
You're
the light
bugging.
skin, even the light skinned dudes, because I have family members that are like, I would never date a dark skinned girl, and like I'm like, you're saying this to me. Why are you saying this to me? Like, what does that
Trash.
mean?
I could
You know what I
never
mean?
date a
Like-
woman who's not melanated. Like I literally
Any
I'm
shade?
ashamed when I see
Why?
women. It just,
I mean, your preference is your preference. That's not really the issue. The issue is perpetuating colorism,
Yeah.
discriminating against
for sure.
a darker skin
'Cause
tone.
you can have a preference.
For
versus
sure.
a lighter skin tone.
I don't.
like.
My preference is y'all. I want women that look like me. I can't date a woman that's lighter than me. I can't date a woman that's white. And there have been some really good Caucasian candidates that I had to tell, like, yo,
Shout out to Snow Bunny.
you are shut up, this nigga. Shout out to the bunnies. Shout out to the bunnies, because no cap. There was one white woman that if she had not moved to Hawaii, she would be my girlfriend right now, and we might have a biracial baby. Because when we were together in public, away from dates, she embodied everything that I wanted from a woman. Like she would tell.
I don't hate that.
She would tell
that-
Josh, yo, Wole's going to the bathroom. You make sure you take care of me while he's there. And don't let any of these goofy ass niggas talk to me. And those types of things said to my friends would get me excited, would get me hard, and like, what the fuck? She respects me. But she's been going for 2 years, and that's it. And I told her this.
You know
I told
what?
her these things.
That brings me to the next clip. I gotta play the next
Go ahead,
clip
get it off.
You saying that is almost like
Go ahead.
you don't get the respect that you need from a black woman
Is the
in a
next
relationship.
clip
And Kodak Black also said another thing that was very
Go ahead and
too
play.
gutter, right?
We gonna listen. We ready.
Hold on,
We ready. Oh, what we ready?
Like having this conversation, I'm just wondering, did my mom marry my dad because he was white?
This nigga Josh.
Say that again, Josh.
Like my mom is dark skinned and my dad was white, so I'm kind of conflicted right now with this conversation.
I've dated white. I've dated outside my race.
But you didn't marry like my mom did.
Okay,
And you got offered a ring.
let's play the clip.
I
Guys.
turned it down though.
I know
She looks too
because you
exotic.
wasn't.
And I
Yeah.
want you guys to take note that whenever someone of lighter complexion talks about any form of colorism, it always goes back to school days, like middle school and elementary school. Never adulthood instances that can back up their claim.
We too gutter. Black people, my complexion, we too gutter. Light skinned women, they more sensitive, you know?
Some dark skinned women out here sensitive.
No, they too tough. Light skinned women, we could break them down more easy, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah.
Like, what
So
kind of
that-
dumb shit was that?
That femininity with
Yeah.
lighter, like it's the same stuff that's been passed on
I saw
forever.
this
Like
video, and this dude was pretty drunk, but they asked him a question about like, would you ever date, a girl from your kind? And he was a Spanish dude, but he was like, I want to date a girl from my kind, but there's a topic that we don't talk about is how white women or light skinned women are raised versus like a dark girl. And he was like, what you mean? I'm drunk, but this is just a quick fact. He said they are trained to be more feminine, more approachable, more receivable towards the male versus a dark skinned girl. I'm like, damn.
and let me tell you where that's bullshit. What happens is the world doesn't treat them the way they treat us.
There you go.
Period.
There you go.
They're
my
allowed
my
to
lived
be.
Speak the
experience
truth.
won't allow me to be feminine, to trust people, to be. I'm always on guard. I
Always.
don't trust people.
It's true.
I've been
Yeah.
abused. I've
There
been
you
in
go.
domestic
Yeah.
violence. I've been treated wrong.
I was gonna say it's
You
more
want-
than just being trained.
right.
It's about being allowed.
I was trained the same
Can
way
I be
everyone
allowed?
else.
If I'm out here with a black dude or white dude, whatever dude,
Whatever,
are you
whoever.
allowing me to stand? I read an article about this recently, actually. Like, are you allowing me to stand in my femininity? I can't do that if you're not bringing your masculinity, right? Like,
You're
if
treating me
Facts.
tough.
if
You
I
want
got-
to treat
you-
me tough and then call me tough when I respond in a tough way. That's
you're
crazy.
making, like, I have to be that way because you're not coming. You know, like
Speak
you're not
it.
doing
Speak
what
it.
you need to be doing. So like
Yes.
at the end of
Word.
the day, like if you make me into who I am and then you hate me for who I am, that goes back to slave days. You know.
Word.
Right. And there's a lot of broken homes, I feel like, in the black community.
Absolutely.
Like,
There's
I
so
feel like that
many.
also
Absolutely.
plays a part in that.
Right.
There's
Passed down.
right.
Right, your
It's
father
been
was a bitch and your
ingrained.
mother did
Even
everything,
say
and now you look at women
goodbye.
that do everything like it's
That's the way
a.
it's supposed
And
to
that's
be.
why therapy is so important.
Absolutely.
People
talk
be
about
mad at me like, Wole, why you always talk
Let's
about that
talk about
therapy
you.
It's
thing?
super important. It's
Wole,
super
why you
important.
always talk about your
It's
therapist?
a must.
Listen, last week, right?
What's going on, my people? This is Wole from the Pregame Podcast. We appreciate your support. Thank you for listening to this episode. Please like, share, and subscribe to us on Spotify, SoundCloud, Anchor, and wherever you listen to podcasts. We love y'all. And until next time, peace.